guys, I'd like to say a big welcome to Cameron and Molly. Hope you're fitting comfortably around here and enjoy yourself. It's good to have some nice new faces. Sorry if I'm a bit drained. It's like 11:30 and I've just come back from the library because exams are coming up. So I've been a bit bored, but the journey back from the library was quite entertaining because there was quite a lot of drunk people being Friday night. And someone was dressed up as a penguin. It was very odd, and that's all I'll say there because, yeah. So this week's theme is fears. I used to have quite a lot of fears, but I don't really anymore. It's more of my ability to push my fear to the back of my mind and just get over it than actually not be scared of it anymore. I can just, if I'm scared of something, I can just be like, find it more exciting. So I'll go over some things that I used to be scared of and I'm not scared of anymore. I used to be scared of the dark, but not like, oh it's a bit dark, you know, like pitch black. But then I've started caving about, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago. I've not been that many times, but I've had a really good time. And I never knew how much I've got over this fear of the pitch black until I was in there. Because in caving it's a lot of very tight, cramped, dark places because we're going meters and meters underground. There was a big group of us and they'd gone on ahead, like 2 of them had gone on ahead. And I was with these other 2 guys who was de-rigging as we was going back, taking all the ropes past. And because I'm like the newest of them all, I was like, oh I'll go ahead and leave you to it, de-rigging, because I'll be slower than you. So they was like, yeah sure. I was like, yeah, just follow that that point over there. And I was like, okay, got it. So I'm crawling along my way because it's about this high, so you know you got that army crawl through it. It was about, I think it took about 45 minutes of that on this stretch. So I'm just like crawling along, and then I come across this huge massive hole in the ground, which there are quite a few of. You just gotta like crawl past them and just don't fall in, because at this point you're not really attached to anything because yeah, it's that high, well that tight. So so I'm like, okay, this is huge. I don't remember coming across this, but whatever. So like I try and get around the edges, but like around the edges it like goes like this. So I was like, okay. Like, I started trying to go through and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't see the bottom of this hole. So, oh yes. So then like I turned round to like shout for the guys, at which point I whacked my helmet and the battery pack is at the back of the helmet. So it just went pitch black. I was like, oh for goodness sake. And then I just started calling the names and no one replied, and I was like, I did not see at this point, I wasn't scared. I was more of a, Dominique, you're an idiot, you've gone off on your own in this cave and now you've got your head, you don't know who you are, you've got your head and your lights gone out and you're trying to call for people and they can't hear you. I was like, oh for goodness sake. But I was exhausted, which probably helped with me not being scared, and I was just like led there like in like all this mud, like what am I doing? So I'm just like shouting like, hello, is anyone there? And eventually I was like, Dominique, what are you doing over there? And then I was like, yeah, I can't see. So to try and get my battery back in, I couldn't like get it in, so I just started like repeatedly whacking my head on the rocks until it somehow came on. And yeah, I went on my way. I used to also be scared of heights, which I'm not as scared of now, which is also due to caving, because when you do a lot of abseils down, it's really deep, but you can't see the bottom because obviously there's no light down there, which sort of, you could think it would make me more scared, but because I can't see it, I can just push it to the back of my mind and be like, it's not there, so I can just go down. And then it's when you're coming back up, it's sort of more scary because then you can see how high up it is, but then it doesn't feel like it's that high when you're going up because you're going up to ground level, if that makes any sense. And plus, that's the only way out. So if I just was like, I don't fancy going up that high, what am I going to do? Just spend the rest of my life in a cave? So that's also helped me. There is one thing that I am scared of, and that is deep water. Not like just deep water, I mean like when you go into the sea and you can't see the bottom, it just freaks me out. But I still do it because I like snorkeling and stuff, and I'm like, I will not let this beat me. But I'm spinning around and like, imagine like the Kraken coming up or something, I don't know. But the fact that scares me more about that is that there could be something there, you know, like in the, let's say it went pitch black now, you can say, oh there's something in the shadows, but in your mind you know that you're in, like say for that's about now, you're in your room and there's nothing around you. So you can just like, grow up. But then when you're in like the deep ocean, there is life down there, you know? I don't know, that's just how I think. Because a lot of my fears used to come from being like the unknown, you know, like in the dark, what's there, down below, deep down below, what's that? All that sort of stuff, you know, like, ooh. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I nearly said Charlie. I keep doing that. Molly, I'll see you tomorrow. I keep going to Charlie. Like, I saw him on Thursday, yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, because he's got a new camera. We'll get to see your new camera on Saturday. And he's like, no, Wednesday. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then I spoke to him before and I was like, what's your camera like? And he was like just chatting to me. I was like, oh yeah, we'll get to see you in action on Saturday. No, Dominic, it's Wednesday. But I nearly did it again, but I just caught myself. So Molly, I'll see you tomorrow.